Let me make one final plea, Mr. President. Millions have put their trust in you. And as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, people have been fired for the same comment. That was kind of racist.
Those racist comments do not help.
And if you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that,
No.
you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying
There's more jobs to be
in LA, they always,
But
they don't,
Latinos are not only the only people
I didn't mean
doing
it like that.
And by left-wing standard, you're fired.
But the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here. Our God teaches us that we are to be merciful to the stranger, for we were all once strangers in this land.
I think that ain't a pastor. That seems more like an activist. You were supposed to go there to bless Trump, to be ready for people to come together. You made it about one specific group.
Freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous hilltops of California. But God, we're asking you not only that. Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill in Mississippi, from every state, every city, every village, and every hamlet. And when we let freedom ring, we will be able to speed up that day where all of your children, black men and white men, Protestant and Catholic, Jew and Gentile, will be able to sing in the meaning of that old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank you, God Almighty. We are free at last. If you believe where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Come on, put your hands together and give your great God great glory.
I mean, that was passionate. Maybe a little too passionate for me, but hey, at least he's passionately talking about Trump helping people come together. One place, one mission, America. That seems kinda normal to me. Venga, dilo, remember to subscribe.
¿Por qué?
I mean, the black guy was theatrical, but you're an activist.
Why did you want to come out here and send
Their
this message?
message, it is a message of a call for justice, for swift justice for George Floyd, for systemic justice for all brown and black people who have been under the knee of this country in ways that we have witnessed time and again. This is wrong. And this rising up, this spontaneous uprising of people, mostly half my age or younger, they're the ones we should be listening to.
And they're angry at the president.
They're so angry.
They're angry at the president. So what is your message to President Trump today?
Well, he should. I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump. We need leadership that will lead us in the ways that this country deserves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, I don't see any difference. You just use the church to enter sneakily to send a message because nobody expected that. And if she's that empathetic, what about the 300 kids that have disappeared and nobody knows where they are after they cross the border? What about all the girls that lost their life? What about that empathy?
Mr. President, what did you think of the sermon? What did you think of the sermon? What did you think of the sermon?
What did you think? You like it? You find it exciting? Not too exciting, was it? I did think it was a good service, though. Thank you very much.
Thank you, press.
Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't that exciting. But the service was great. That's a very diplomatic answer. I mean, the moment she started talking, everybody was like looking back like, what the heck is happening? When you use the church to push your agenda, your personal agenda. I don't know. Yes, God says we have to be empathetic. Then again, whenever we want to protect people through our empathy and be careful that nothing happens to them, I'm the bad one.
What do you think of Elon Musk, perhaps the president's most visible advisor, doing 2 Heil Hitler salutes last night at the president's televised rally?
Making it happen. Thank you.
Two of probably the most foundational defining things about people may be on today, but I still am not rocking with anyone sympathetic to Nazis. And I will do that until I am 6 feet in the ground. Like, kind of foundational to me as a human being. And so if you're cool and want to defend the Sig Heils and the Nazi salutes, all the, whatever you want to do, that's on you. I'm on the opposite side of that. I'm not with the Nazis. How about that? I mean, but it's very important for us to assert these things, because in times like now, what people want is for all of us to just give up. They want all of us to just give up and say, America's gone to hell in a handbasket and we're done. And just let them do what they're going to do. No. If there are no good people left in the world, I want to be the last one. And that's the ethos every single one of us can take.
You lost the popular vote. That's why so many Democrats are quiet, because Trump defeated them morally, not even politically, morally. You guys made him famous because you attacked him, and they realized, wait, all eyes on you too. And then they released a paper. Every government agency was just ordered to begin to close all their DEI offices tomorrow by 5 p.m. deadline. Back to sanity.
Don't get me wrong, ako sa kita bong Puta fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk Criollo colombici jam jam Turloqueta verdeta welcome